righty, John. Well, let 17 be the starting of the magic numbers. But just add one number until you get it, and then we'll make 18 the magic number. But just don't overdo it, because, you can work a whole week to go one step forward, and it only takes one slip to take you back 15 days, so you be careful. All righty, Chris, we'll see if you're up and at it this morning. You got your hot coffee? KE8MMY, WB8BMW.
WB8BMW, well, good morning, Jim. Yes, no, I'm hot and on fire and headed out. But John, 17 steps, well, I think we ought to get everybody together and go to the Fred Astaire dance studio, because 17 steps, if the room starts getting too small, well, then he can start doing that 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, turn to your left, all of that. He'll be doing the waltz in no time. Anyhow, you have a great day, and we will catch you a little bit later. KE8 MMY. Back to you, Jim.
All righty, Chris. Well, it would be nice if John could get up to where he could do the West Virginia Swamp Stomp, but I don't think, in our age, that's not in the cards. But just moseying around the house here and there, now and then, that's good. All righty, Chris, you take care. All righty, well, I haven't called for Lee in a long time. We'll give him one try here. KC8 ZCW W8 BMW. Well, no Lee, so we'll go down to Mark. Well, it won't be long before you be headed south for about a week. So, K4OG, have you propped up the veranda to make sure it's still there when you get back? So, got to clean everything up and store it for a week. Alrighty, Mark. K4OG, WB8, BMW.
WB8 BMW, K4OG here. Good morning, Jim. Yes, sir, Jim. This afternoon, we got to just haul it all in from the veranda. That'd be the smart thing to do. And hope we can fit it in the living room. I don't know if I'll do all that or not, Jim. But we do have to step into the ham shack after work today and change out of being a hamly man back into a family man. And my lead man, MMY, I got to tell him, Chris, I ain't got no rhythm. I can't even dribble a basketball. There you go, Jim. Y'all have a good one. K4OG, back to Jim.
All righty, Mark. Well, I hope you and your better half has a great time out there in Savannah and sees everything she wants to see, has a great time, and both of you together have a great time. All righty, Southern Mark, KE8 SFS WB8 BMW. So you won 2 or you lost 1 last Wednesday. You've been playing online. WB8 BMW.
And I was busy doing other things and stuff like that. But anyhow, Jim, it's partly cloudy according to this. 64 degrees. Let's see something if there any rain in sight. Looks like no rain in sight. Good. you know, and doing okay and everything today. I gotta go grocery shopping. Gotta get a gallon of milk. I'm down low on the gallon of milk and some things. But all of that, doing okay and everything and all that. And laying on my bed right here and listening to you guys, waiting for the coffee to get done so I can have a cup of coffee. And but all of that, that's pretty much it. Okay. I'll probably go online today to play chess today. Okay. So I'll give that to you. Here at the 8 Surf Coaster.
All righty, Mark. Well, good luck on the online today. Yeah, pick on somebody where you can win one, lose one. Then you go back and you win one, lose one. So that's good. All righty, Northern Mark. KC8, FQV, WB8, BMW. Pull your covers down and say good morning, Mark. Oh, he got tangled up in the covers. All righty, well, we'll go down to Tom, and maybe Mark will chime in later. WA8, GXX, WB8, BMW. Good morning, Tom.
Morning, Jim. Sounding good. And we'll get some porch time in this morning. You have a great day, and good hearing you out there. WB8, BMW, WA, GXX.
All righty, Tom. Yeah, I plan to go out before the sun gets up too hot. And you do the same. You know, enjoy the nice, cool weather in the morning and then hide inside where the cool is. All righty, Elmer. What is the yard look like this morning? KE8, HNK, WB8, BMW. Well, no, he might have said that he wouldn't be there today, but we gave him a chance anyhow. Well, here's my number 2 backup. AA8CT, WB8 BMW. Yeah, he was lucky the other day because he got to handle the original weather rock and sit on my famous front porch. But I didn't get to feed him any bacon-flavored oatmeal. Alrighty, Craig, what say you this morning? Good, bad, or are you looking forward to the weekend?
UV8, VMW. Good morning, Jim. Well, I'm out there looking for some bacon-flavored cereal flakes for you, and I haven't found any yet. But when I do, you'll be the second one to know because I'll have found them, and then you get to eat them. And there's all bacon-flavored ice cream, there's bacon-flavored pizza, bacon-flavored pancakes. Wow. The list goes on. It is going to be another gorgeous day. We've been blessed with a very nice week, other than the fact that now I've got to water stuff. And even though it isn't raining, it doesn't seem to slow the weeds down. They keep growing at a rate that's just phenomenal this year. But no, we're very blessed that we've got the weather we've got. None of it's been too terribly, shall we say, extreme-ish. We've had a couple storms go through, but not anything that's taken power out for long periods of time. With that, I'm going to say good morning to all the Barometer Netters out there and have a wonderful day. And just, you know, to finish the week off, you can just breathe in the good and breathe out the bad. And if you make somebody smile, that'll make you feel better. This is AA8CT, back to our Sergeant-at-Arms. WB8 VMW. My friend Jim, take care, 73s, and as always, thank you for being the net control for our little half hour of the morning. Take care, my friends. I'll be listening on the side.
All righty, Craig. Well, it's always my pleasure to get up in the morning and get on here and chit-chat with everybody. Well, we got to see if Randy has burnt the breakfast this morning and had to do it over again. And is he sitting in the radio room with a dog in his lap? KDA, CFH, WB8 VMW.
KD8 ZSH. Morning, Jim. Nope, didn't burn it. Or at least my wife didn't tell me I burned it, so everything turned out okay. Got one dog in the chair here with me. I got to scoot out of here early again today. Had a little, scheduling problem, I guess you'd say, with some blood work I was supposed to have done. I called the doctor's office and see if I could go in there and have it done, and they had me scan the prescriptions, email it to them before they could decide whether or not they could do it, and then they decided they couldn't do it all in one place, so I decided just to go ahead and run down to the hospital and get it all done at once. So that's where I'm going this morning. Hope your day and your weekend is starting out really good, Jim. Talk to you later. Back to you.
All righty, Randy. Well, you be careful there. And hopefully the doctor will do his business and it'll come out 100%. And then they'll send you home and, well, you can do like top of the morning John. You know, start exercising or whatever and get better. Because, man, we don't want to vacate your slot in my list here. We want to keep you and John and everybody nice and healthy so they can get on there, get up and get their day started in the morning. Take care, Randy. All righty, let me see. Well, we'll go to the Outlanders. K5 CFY WB8 VMW.
VMW K5 CFY. Good morning, Jim, and all the netizens out there this morning. It's a hot one already here, 78 degrees, and supposed to get up in upper 90s today. Anyway, good to hear everybody out there. Looking forward to Mr. Andy doing the net control this morning, AB8MO. So, anyway, I'll get off here and I'll be listening until Andy takes over. We'll catch you later, Jim. Wave a hand there at Miss Judy. You guys take care. Stay safe. 73 K5 CFY.
All righty, Ray. Well, you and Fred do the same, you know. Get out there and do your walk and then bring Fred in so he can curl up in his chair and take a nap. And then he's a pretty smart dog, so if he's taking a nap, that means you should too. All righty, well, we'll go down to Jacksonville, Florida. You know, they're probably just becoming pedestrians. Well, we'll try this time. We got the pretty one last time. We'll see if we can't get the short straw this morning. W8JAX. WB8 VMW. Good morning, Jax and Lucy and the kids.
Well, good morning there, Jim. Had to wait a minute there for our node to identify itself. This is K8JAX. And I am not portable pedestrian right now. Almost said that, but Lucy needed to go out a little early, so we did that a little bit ago. So she's resting on the floor here now and recovering pretty well, starting to want to move around a little more and get out. She wants to go a little further than she should, but we keep her back. Anyway, she'll be up and about and moving around pretty soon. So we have 74 degrees down here in Jacksonville, headed up to around 88, and Rod will be heading off to the hospice shortly. But we're going to have a great day, and hopefully you will as well. So I'll turn it back to you there, Jim. This is K8JAX.
All righty, Wendy. Well, you and Lucy and Rod and the kids and Missy, if she happens to stroll by, you guys have a great weekend coming up, and we'll catch you next weekend, or next week, that is. All righty. All right. Well, we'll go down and see if LJ's got a quick good morning. KB8LJ, WB8BMW.
WB8BMW in the group from KB8LJ. Here I'm running the Beds on the Air subnet again this morning, and I was surprised to hear that Southern Mark is also, or at least was operating his version of Beds on the Air subnet. So at least I got a little bit of company out there, and I've been laying here thinking about, how am I going to deal with this clear node that is somewhat in the process of arriving here. I'm not sure when it will arrive, and I've got a lot of critical electronic projects that I've got to get under control, because I'm going to have to change my internet service in all likelihood, because they're going to more than double the price on me next month, and after they they'll double the price on a service that is just horribly unreliable, not acceptable. So get that out of the way, and yes, on top of my unfaithful electronic wife here, I've got problems with my 7 electronic concubines, namely my Amazon Alexa nodes. And you know, Amazon is a $1 trillion company, and they can't produce 3 or 4 little nodes that can keep their IP addresses straight. It's shocking. So anyhow, them's my adventures for the morning. This is KB8LJ back to net.
All righty, LJ. Well, I'm glad I don't have no problems like that. I got one little radio sitting here, and me and radio, and as long as Nick keeps our repeaters online, I'm in good shape. All righty, well, we'll see if the other Mark, the dog pound, Mark. See if he's in there yet this morning, checking on the weather. WB6, BJN, WB8, BMW. Good morning, Mark.
Hey, good morning, Jim. I'm here. We didn't go on the porch this morning. Sarah, I woke her up this morning, and she didn't feel good. She has migraines. So she said she wanted to lay in for a while, so I said, okay, I'll go start getting some weather, and that way you can lay in, because I need to go get a haircut. I look like a shaggy dog, Jim. They're going to make me go get a dog license if I don't go get my hair cut. So I got to go do that today. So I went to get the weather off my Tempest weather station, and usually I can read everything that's there with my phone. I happen to be, I don't know if I told you, but I happen to be totally blind. And for anybody that's listening out there that might be sight impaired and you're interested in a weather station, and this is not a commercial, but it's a commercial, but for accessibility for blind folks like myself, I recommend the Tempest weather station. It is a very accessible and easy to set up weather station for a blind person. But I got to go figure out why it isn't working with my phone right now. So, and I'll figure it out. It just takes a while, but just wanted to put that out there in case there happen to be people who are sightless who have a weather interest, and they want to be able to read their weather stations, and they can use if they have an iPhone or a Android, it'll work with both. And it reads lightning strikes, relative humidity, wind speed, everything. Just thought I would share that. Jim, back there to you, sir, and I'll be around for the when they call the early birds this morning. WB6BJN.
All righty, Mark. Well, thanks for that info. If somebody is sight impaired and needs a weather station, it's a good one to have. All righty. Well, let me see. We still got 2 minutes here. We'll say good morning to John out there. N8YMY. Good morning, John. How's everything with you this morning?
I wondered why he was going out to get weather. I think the weather's fine. KCABUA.
Yeah, morning, Jim. KCFQV. I dialed it up just as Randy was talking about the pups on his chair. KCFQV, good morning. And we got a doctor's this morning to go to. So, hope we're all going there good for you. KCFQV.
All righty, Mark. Well, it's at least you're up in the morning. That's okay. And good morning, Fred. WAAGKOC. Good to hear you chime in there, sneak in between the lines. Good deal. Well, we got about, about 40 seconds before we get AV8MO in here, Andy, and straighten out the mess so that I can go get my bacon-flavored oatmeal. So we'll go ahead and give him a call here. Alrighty, AB8MO, WB8 VMW. How about it, Andy? Do you think you can get in here and straighten this mess up? They're pretty, they're not very rowdy, but they're just out there milling around. WB8 VMW. Over to you, Andy. We're listening.
All right, right at the top of the hour. Good morning. This is AB8MO. For the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association's Barometer Net meets every day of the week at this time at 7 a.m. local on the W8WKY repeater 147390, and usually on neighboring Allstar linked repeaters such as what I'm coming into, which are 147015 in Newberry, requires a PL tone of 110.9. 146.700 in Elyria also requires a tone of 110.9, and 147.210 in Worcester, which I think is 88.5. Just Nick will have to confirm. But those repeaters are almost always connected, so if you wander out of 3.9's range, maybe one of those ones will help you pick you on. I'm coming in through 147.015 this morning on Allstar. So any help would be appreciated because I'm probably not going to catch everything that's on 3.9, but I will do my best. Got a NetLogger window open this morning. I got a bunch of people on the list here. With that, I'm just going to throw it over to Jim real quick, make sure I'm getting through okay, and any piece that he wants to say. WB8VMW, thank you for picking up the prenet this morning. This is AB8MO.
All righty, Andy. Well, you sound great. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. And, yeah, the crew is pretty calm out there this morning. I don't think you'll have any problem. They know the drill, you know, wait for the beep and keep it in order. So I hear rummaging around in the kitchen, so maybe my bacon-flavored oatmeal is ready. I need to throw some out in the front yard because that grass is starting to die, and I need something to pep it up, and that bacon-flavored oatmeal, it'll do it. So, Andy, I'll turn it over to you, and I'm going to head for the kitchen. Everybody stay safe, stay well, play nice. Good Lord willing, we'll be out here tomorrow, and I don't know who's running it tomorrow, but we'll turn it over to them tomorrow. WB8VMW, back to net.
All right there, Jim. Very good there. Glad to hear all is working well in the world. And I got the dashboard up, too. So if there's any weird, awkward pauses that don't make any sense, I just glance over to see if we lost our connection. That's the best I can do, folks. If you hear anything that I don't, on your turn, please kindly let me know who you heard, and I'll get them on the list. All right, I'm going to run through here. We have on the early bird list, of course, WB8VMW, K5CFY, KD8VMM, short time, KE8TLB, short time, KE8SFS, WA8GXX, KD8ZSH, K8JAX, KB8LJ, WP6BJN, W8TD, WA8KOC, and KC8FQV. Alrighty, and we will get 88PJ on the list here momentarily. Let's pick up our short timers here real quick, and then I will take another call for short times and mobiles here. KD8VMM, Brian, how you doing this morning? And then standby TLB, Randy.
Hey, good morning, Andy, everybody on the net. Thanks for picking me up. I had 62 degrees this morning and just some high clouds, a little bit of haze in the fields and stuff, but pretty stable week all week with weather. I went all week with no rain, so haven't had that in a while, so starting to dry stuff out. So it's supposed to be a warm one this weekend. So. And smooth run in Akron here, just got some sun glare, so be careful on that. Other than that, that's what I have. So stay cool this weekend and enjoy it. Talk to you next week, 88VMM, and I'll be clear.
KD8VMM from AB8MO in the Barometer Net. All right, very good there, Brian. Thanks for being here. I hope the good weather keeps up for the Warren Ham Fest here on August 17th. Last year we had a threat of rain, which I think kept a lot of people away. It did not rain. It rained after we closed. So just for the sake of good attendance, I hope it doesn't rain, but who knows this time of year. Thanks for being with us, Brian. Let's go to Randy, KE8TLB in the brake truck. How you doing this morning there, Randy?
Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Tango Lima Bro, KE8TLB. Hey, Andy, I work over here across the street from the Wadsworth Airport, and there's a bunch of balloons out here this morning. There's one taking off now. It's like a big elephant. Too bad it wasn't pink, but it's pretty awesome this morning. I would like to apologize to Ron. hot about yesterday morning. I got I only get 10 minutes, so I had to head back when he was calling for me. So I apologize. And Andy, hope you have a great day, and I appreciate you getting me in. This is Kilo Echo 8 Tango Lima Bravo KE 23, and God bless everyone.
All right, very good there, Randy. Well, you didn't mention what kind of balloons, but you said big elephant, so I'm going to just maybe say hot air balloons, which are really fun to watch. That's something I've never been in. I think that's going to have to be on my bucket list, being in a hot air balloon. So anyway, all right, glad we were able to get you in here this morning. Thanks for being with us. And let's see here, Jim was checked out. I am going to take a standby for short time and mobile stations who would like to check into the net. Short time and mobile stations only for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net. Please call EB8MO now.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Delta Tango Papa KF8 DTP Lori Maslin.
KF8 ERZ.
Kilo Charlie 8 November Oscar Victor
Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf 88 SLG. Nick, down the farm. Short.
Alpha 8 Charlie Tango Craig short time.
DUA short time and mobile.
Kilo Delta 8 Oscar Tango Quebec 88 OTQ mobile in and out.
All right, had a couple pile-ups there. Got KF8 DTP Lori. He's in West Virginia. Kilo Fox 8 Delta Romeo Zulu. I don't think I got that right. I'll get right back to you. KC8 NOV Marty. KD8 SLG. AA8 CT. KD8 OTQ Scott, who was in and out. The station in West Virginia, what was your call sign again? Come again, please.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Echo Romeo Zulu. KF8 ERZ in West Virginia.
KF8 ERZ. All right, that comes up right. I didn't think your name was Brittany. Thanks for being with us. All right, did I miss anybody on that round? Short time of mobile stations, go. Wow, I don't know how I did that well. All righty, top of the list here. Let's see what Lori's up to. KF8 DTP, how you doing? And then standby ERZ in West Virginia. You'll be after Lori.
ABA-MNO from KF8 DTP. I'm doing pretty good this morning. I'm getting ready to head out the door to go to work. I just thought I'd stop in and say hi. It's been a crazy week for me, but other than that, hope everybody has a fabulous Friday. This is KF8 DTP clear.
KF8 DTP from ABNMO. All right, very good there, Lori. Thanks for waving a hand saying hello. And you have yourself a wonderful day down there in Massillon. Let's go down to, I think it says Ellenboro, West Virginia. Curious how you're coming in this morning. KF8 ERZ. Good morning, Terry. And then standby Marty.
Yeah, good morning, Net Control and everybody on the net. Just wanted to say 73s to everybody. I'm actually coming in via EchoLink, and it's an honor to join y'all. And I love listening to Net every morning and love the positive outlook of everybody and just the good camaraderie. So 73s to everybody, and I appreciate y'all having me. This is KF8 ERZ.
right, very good there, Terry. EchoLink's treating you well. Don't touch any settings. It sounds terrific. Sometimes stuff coming in on the internet side or EchoLink is sometimes a little wonky, but yours sounds terrific. So don't touch any levels, any settings. I think you got it dialed in. All right, I didn't hear if Marty was in and out. I'm going to try him. He doubled with somebody else. KCNNOV, Marty in Streetsboro. How you doing this morning? Stand by, just Nick. Alrighty. Well, okay. I'm going to say he's in and out. KD8SLG, my ever so helpful sidekick. How are things down on the farm this morning? Then stand by, Craig.
AB8MO, this is KD8SLG. Good morning, Andy, and all the Barometer Netizens. It's foggy down here on the farm this morning. Looking outside, all I can see is fog or mist, or who knows. Maybe one of my neighbors had a big fire last night, and I don't know about it. Anyway, you sounded great this morning, Andy. Thanks a lot for being here. Just noticed we have 32 Allstar links hooked up right now, and I don't think I've ever seen that many even on a beacon net. So that's a cool way to start today. You have fun there, man, and I'll be around phasing in and out this morning. Thanks again, Andy. KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right, you're sounding good. Coming in from down on the farm. Who knows? They send us that free Canadian smoke at no extra charge. But thank God it wasn't as bad as what was that last year, or year before. It was rank. But up in Michigan, I know they've been really getting a lot of smoke from there. So it could just be fog too. You just never know. Thanks for being with us, Nick. Thank you for all you do for the club. All right, last one on the short time list is AA8CT, Craig and Shreve. How you doing this morning there, Craig?
AB8MO, good morning, Andy. And to all the Barometer Netters, thank you for doing the net this morning. We appreciate it. And sounds like you're having a lot of fun, so there you go. I'm going to be out the door here, so I wish everybody a great day, a wonderful, fantastic Friday. And the only way to make it a fantastic Friday is if you do it and help everybody else along. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to you. Thank you so much for your NCO slot there. And with that, this is AA8CT, turning it back to AB8MO, net control. Have a wonderful day, my friend, and 73s.
Okay, very good there, Craig. You're sounding okay. I don't know if you're coming in direct, or I know that sometimes you come in through Worcester. I guess you came in through Worcester because I see it just keyed up 17 seconds ago. So the 210 machine is treating you well. Thanks for being with us, Craig. And let's get to the list here. I am taking check-ins through NetLogger. We added KC1VQS, K8MNT, and 88PJ. Any additional check-ins on NetLogger will be moved to after the next time I take check-ins here. So let's get to the early bird list here, see what Ray is up to. Wrong number, K5CFY. How you doing there, Ray? And then stand by SFS Mark.
8MO in the net, K5CFY. Good morning, Andy. Well, this reminds me a few years ago, it was Friday evenings, not Friday mornings, but anyway, good to hear you, Andy. You always do a wonderful job. Thanks for doing it. We definitely appreciate it. And not much going on here. It's just another hot day in northeast Oklahoma. Andy, have a great one. Appreciate you filling in there for Dave, I think it is. But anyway, we'll give it back to you. And have fun there, Andy. K5CFY.
Oh, you're lucky that I give you a time of day. All right there, Ray. Well, let's see, I think it's evening in places like Japan or Tonga or Australia. They're right on the other side of the international date line. We got those crew that checks in from Australia, and it's like, I don't know, Monday morning over there or something like that, and here we are Sunday night. So, there. All right, Ray, thanks for being with us, and I'm sure we'll hear you around. Let's go to Mark, KE8SFS. How you doing there, Mark? And then stand by Tom, GXX. You'll be after Mark.
I know what you mean about the internet line, timeline, Japanese, they got the net day, it's already Saturday there, Saturday night or something like that, I don't know how they operate. But anyhow, we got 65 degrees here, mostly clear. I know I saw it looked like the sun is coming up, and going to get up to 88 degrees today. Still like 65 right now, and the wind is 5 miles per hour south. And gas price, I did not check on the gas price, so I can't get it to you. So let me drop that for a bit. Doing okay and everything. Laying on my bed and listening to you guys all talking and all that. And try to get on the Barometer Net today. I hear Ray and them. And, I can only get it with EchoLink on the Barometer Net. Unless Josh is operating it, and he usually opens it up. But out of that, can't do nothing about that. So he ain't on this week. But anyhow, doing okay and everything. You're running the net good, Annie, and keep it up, and So I'll give it back to you. At 8 Serpatos there.
KE8SFS from AB8MO and the All right, very good there, Mark. Had to think of what net this was. Sounds like summer is returning as of today. You said it's 88, so I'm not going to complain because, let's see, next thing you know, it'll be snowing and we'll be shoveling snow. You can't really shovel hot weather, so that's the way I look at it. Thanks for being with us, Mark, and, well, you say hi to Ray on the Boredom Breaker Net this afternoon. Yeah, just Nick, I was wondering the same thing. We'll just let it go. K8SFF, Tom, or wait a minute, we just did him. WA8GXX, Tom, good morning, and then standby ZSH, Randy.
Morning, Andy. Sounding good, and thanks for being there. Have a great day, and looks like a real nice one. N8NML W8GXX.
All right, Tom, good to hear you this morning. Thanks for waving a hand hello, and you have yourself a great day. Typical sunny, well, let's see. I think it's going to be a typical summer day. I think there might be a chance of showers today, which I think we kind of need the rain from what I'm hearing. So you have yourself a wonderful day. Let's go to Randy, KD8ZSH. How you doing there, Randy? Stand by Wendy in Jacksonville. All right. The dashboard says idle, so I'm going to figure if we missed Randy. I didn't catch him saying he was short time. I knew he was in on the early bird net. Or maybe his cat's just giving him a hard time. I know what that's like. She always comes at the most inconvenient times and gets in my way. But maybe dogs don't do that. I don't know. We'll find out. KHJAX, Randy, or Wendy, they both end in DY, so that's my defense. How you doing there, Wendy? Stand by, Chuck.
Well, good morning there, Andy, and everyone on the net. That's okay. Yeah, those DY endings, they can get a little confusing at times. This is K8JAX, and I'm not portable pedestrian this morning. We already took Miss Lucy out and given her some food and medicine since she's recovering from the spay. She's doing pretty good, starting to get hungry, and wants to go a little further than she should, but she's doing pretty good. And yeah, I understand those cats. We've had several in the past, not now because of Lucy. She likes to chase them, but yeah, we've had cats, and they do have a tendency to get right in your face sometimes. Anyway, we have 74 degrees this morning, and we're headed up to around 88, about the same as up in Ohio. Pretty comfortable down here, and the ocean temperature is 83. And anyway, we're appreciating you being on the net there this morning, Andy, and hope you have a wonderful day. All of you have a fabulous Friday. This is K8JAX here in Jacksonville, Florida.
All right, very good. They're glad to hear that Rodney and Lucy are treating you well down there in Jacksonville. It's great to hear your voice there, Randy, or Wendy. I keep looking at the wrong name. I have it highlighted, K8JAX Wendy, and my eyes keep bouncing. So thank you for your grace and the flowers as well. Let's see what's going on at Homestead. See what Chuck is up to. KB8LJ, you're up. Stand by. Bravo, Juliet, November, Mark. You'll be after Chuck. Take it away there, Chuck.
AB8MO in the group from KB8LJ. Well, first off, Andy, I want to compliment you on taking on the job of being the NCO with this, well, slightly colorful group of people known as our Hamley. And you're doing a great job, so we love that. And I've been thinking a little bit more about what might be involved in getting on an Allstar via a clear node when it arrives, because the first connection I want to make is to node 48496, which is the gateway into the 3.9 machine, and I know that the settings for DD switch are rather involved, and they can, some of them will and some of them won't translate one-to-one over into the new world. So we'll find out what all is going on there. And then, of course, I got the problem, a bigger problem than Snow White ever had, because Snow White had 7 dwarfs, and her 7 dwarfs never gave her a hard time, as near as I can tell. Well, my 7 electronic concubines in the form of Amazon Alexa nodes are not at all like the 7 dwarfs, and so we'll find out about it. But one other thing I learned from the story of Snow White is I'm working through all of these electronic issues in my life. Snow White had it easy Yes, Snow White had it easy because and all you had to do there was say, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the craziest one of all? And I'm afraid the mouthy mirror will tell me it's me. So this is KB8LJ, back to net.
I don't know. Hold on. Isn't that always crazy how every time that I have to clear my throat is when I'm talking? Alrighty. Very good there, Chuck. Well, it could be me some days. I don't know. So congratulations on the clear note. I know that's not the cheapest solution in the world, but I've been pretty happy with mine, and I know KD8SLG Nick has one, and the guy who takes care of it, the developer, builder, whoever, I've had to reach out to him for a few times about some problems I've had, and he's been super helpful. So the customer service is excellent. So in my humble opinion, paying that extra money for good customer service is worth it at this point. Rather do that than try to talk to an AI chatbot any day. Thanks for being with us, Chuck. You have yourself a good day. Let's go down to Tennessee, see what Mark is up to. WB6BJN, and then stand by John, W8DD. You'll be after Mark. Take it away there, Mark.
Hey, good morning, Ned. I think your name is Andy, if I'm correct. I'm still getting used to all of the people who run nets here. Great group of people, by the way. Thank you for letting me in here. Let me check my conditions here. I got my Tempest fixed, and now I can read it again. 30.08.1 on the barometer and steady. 67.8 degrees and 68 on the dew point. 67.8. Actually, they're both at 67.8 if I look here closely. Your dew point cannot be higher than your temperature as a general rule. Humidity, 100%. So the temperature and dew point are both at 67. The 1.3 gusting to 2 from the gusting from the northeast. 1 gusting to 2. Now it says 0 to 1. So there you go. The relative humidity is 100. There's clear skies, some patchy fog around with those dew points and temperatures being the same. Looking at the weather, it looks like it's going to be nationally overall summer, normal summer conditions. Hot, humid in the east, hot and dry in the west. There's 2 high-pressure ridges that control the weather over the nation right now. One is the desert southwest high, which has tended to move a little further east, but it still covers the west. The other one is the Bermuda high, which covers the Carolinas, the cold air damming that's over the Carolinas is going to go away, and much of the southeastern United States is going to be covered by high pressure. Let me take a break. Sit in between those 2 highs, the Midwest and the Mid-South and the Deep South, so it's not going to be as hot as it was in July with that high-pressure setup. Some similar, but it's a bit weaker, and there could be some relief next week with a little more rain in places. We haven't seen any rain in better than a week here in Tennessee. And that could also happen for the Midwest next week, some rain picking up, especially around Illinois tomorrow. And much of the West, very dry, hot, a lot of fire danger there. No problems elsewhere, though, as you get east of the Rockies. So there you go. Looking at the tropics, for the Atlantic, there are no tropical disturbances yet in the Atlantic, and I say yet because off the Carolina coast, there is an area of low pressure which could become tropical or subtropical, and it only has about a 10 to 20% chance so no problem there. But if you go out further in the Atlantic, just off the coast of Africa, there's an area of low pressure with disorganized thunderstorms. Development doesn't look too probable through the weekend, but there's a 60% chance that could start developing next week. We're going to have to keep an eye on the tropics as we get into August because it is starting to open up for tropical disturbances. Hey, sorry to take so long, but we'll turn it back to you. Just wanted to give everybody heads up on the weather across the nation. WB6BJN. Go ahead, in.
All right, WB6BJN from ABNM. All right, thank you for that nice weather synopsis. That will complement NAWS's report, which he's on the list here after I take another standby for check-ins and a few more. We're not quite through the early bird list here, but K8AGW is also on the list, so we'll be on the next round. All right, let's go to John in Wadsworth, W8TD. How you doing? Stand by, Fred, KOC. This is AB8MO.
AB8MO and the net. W8TD. Good morning, all. Happy Friday. Not much to contribute this morning. I'll make a brief public service announcement. If you're on Facebook or other social media, you might be seeing an array of blurbs alerting everybody to the incredible and fantastic and glorious alignment of the planets that's going to be visible. Be aware that don't ever trust mass media or social media about things astronomical, because they don't know. Or worse, maybe they know, but they're just lying to get the clicks and the views. Be aware that planets from here look like stars. Several of them are brighter than any star, but that's not immediately obvious to an amateur viewer. So they're making it out like it's going to be something grand and glorious, but you wouldn't be aware of it. If you just looked up, you wouldn't realize that 3 or 4 of the stars happen to be in a line. They're just stars. And in fact, most of them are not visible. They talk about Uranus and Neptune, you can't see those. Talk about Mercury, you can't see Mercury. So 3 out of the 6 are, you throw them away right at the start. I'm going to buy time here. Please stand by. So, yeah, you'll see Saturn and Jupiter, Venus, but unless somebody points it out to you and says that one happens to be a planet, you won't know. I spend a lot of time pointing out with a laser pointer, and I'll point to Jupiter and I'll point to Saturn and say, well, those are actually planets. Isn't that interesting? And inevitably someone, well, not inevitably, but occasionally somebody will say, well, how do you know? How do you know? Why should I believe you that that's a planet? Because they don't look any different. Well, I do know because I happen to know that at that date, that's where that planet is. But yeah, don't be looking for some spectacular visual thing. They're just trying to get clicks. ABNMO in the net. W8TD.
W8WKY.
W8TD from AB8MO and the Barometer Net. All right, very good there, John. Let's see, years ago, I took a trip, camping trip to the Lake of the Ozarks, and there was a whole lot less light pollution there than there is up here, because the nearest large city is either St. Louis or Kansas City, which were a couple 100 miles away, and that was the only place that I ever was able to see with the naked eye the Milky Way, and it was amazing. It was really, really cool. There are so many celestial bodies out there that we cannot see in northern Ohio because the sky is too polluted with light. So I just am kind of amazed by it. I don't know anything about astronomy, but it amazes me, and I don't know. And I'm not one to just pick an argument just to argue, because I don't like arguing. But some people just like to argue just to argue, but I'm not one of them. But some would maybe argue otherwise. I don't know. Get me out of this. WA8KOC Fred, how you doing? And then standby FQV. This is AB8MO. All right. It says idle on the dashboard. I did not hear Fred at all. I was just relayed him in there. So, like I said, anybody hear something I don't, let me know during your turn or let me know on NetLogger. KC8FQV, Mark, how you doing? Stand by. Al in very close soul in 88PJ. You'll be up after Mark. Take it away there, Mark.
All right. Good morning, Andy. I should have gotten up. I'm still horizontal. But I'm awake enough. But I do have to, I want to get a little more, leaving the body have a little more rest before I get up to go to the doctor. But it seems like you are doing you have run other nets. I mean, you even did the HF net on Friday for a while. So, yeah, you're sort of an old ham at it. Yeah, you're an old ham at it. But, yeah, Rod did it yesterday. The stuff, it just seems like just all these people are just good old hams at doing the net. But, everything else is going good here at 63 degrees out here. And the suns ain't really making a difference on it right now, but in an hour, a couple hours, when the sun gets up, I'll have two temperatures. The one in the back, which is shade for the air conditioner, right? Because the air conditioner, because on the north side of the house, and the house shadows it. But we'll send it back to net control. And, before I do that, I'm going to reset. Yeah, if you want to hear the great job or how you sound for those mobiles, and people are wondering how they sound to the net controller or the other people, check WBACXO. He is streaming the net this morning. I didn't look to see if but he's been every morning doing it. Does the beacon net, does a number of other nets in the area throughout the week. So thanks to Michael for doing that. So I'll send it back your way, Andy. KC8FQV with all the multitude of hams waiting in line. KCFQV.
KC8FQV from AB8MO and the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net. All right, Mark, I'm not sure I want to hear what I sound like. I already can hear myself at the top of every hour on the Warren Amateur Radio Association repeaters announcing our Hamfest, and it just makes me cringe every time I hear it, but I do have to say it came out pretty well. You might be able to hear 146.97 there in Aurora. You probably wouldn't be able to get in, Mark, but you might be able to hear it, and it's at the top of every hour, so I already know what I sound like. Thanks to WB8CXO for streaming us, recording, and I think it's even archived too if you want to listen to it later. So I usually bump into him at various Hamfests. I'll probably bump into him at the Warren Hamfest too. He usually comes, so I'll get a chance to see CXO. All right, let's go to Al in Solon. Shouldn't have any trouble getting into 147015, although you may be just coming in through Allstar, which is, we'll find out here momentarily. 88PJ, how you doing? Standby MNT.
AB8MO, this is 88PJ. Good morning, Andy, and the rest of the net. Yeah, I'm coming in through Allstar, through the WAWKY hub. And just wanted to wish everybody a good morning and hope everybody has a great day. With that, I'll send it back to Net Control 73. This is 88PJ.
All right, yeah, as soon as I saw it come up, 88PJ Solon, Ohio on the dashboard, I knew you were coming in through the All-Star Hub there, which is just fine. So, yeah, I don't know if you shouldn't have any trouble getting into the repeater that I'm coming through and over in Newberry. It's just a short distance to the northeast of Solon, maybe 10 miles. It's on 147015, so you probably could even hit it with a handheld, no problem. So, anyhow, we'll get Brian here in on the next round, KF8G. We got 2 more people to go here on the early bird list. You have quite a list here to get through. Let's see what Tom is up to. KA8MNT, stand by. Paul, VQS, you'll be after Tom. Take it away there, Tom.
AB8MO, this is KA8MNT. Good morning, Andy, and everybody else that's here. Well, it's sunny outside, and the critters are having a ball today. They're just running around playing tag, and the birds are flitting and singing and everything else. But we are starting off today with 66 degrees with the dew point at 62. 89% humidity. There's no wind out there again, and there's been no rain since midnight. And the barometer is sitting at 30.18. Let's see, today's high is 86, partly cloudy, with a 3% chance of rain. So another great day in the making. And yesterday, the washing machine saga finally ended. We got a new one delivered and set up, and Linda is ecstatic. She made washed 5 loads yesterday and said that she really likes the machine. So score 1 for me. Oh, let's see, what else is going on today? Not too much else is going on. We're going to be heading out to breakfast here in a little bit, just the 2 of us, just to relax. And tomorrow morning, we're going to be meeting up with some of the Canton Club members for breakfast. So it's our monthly breakfast meeting we have. So we got a little bit of plans going on, nothing's crazy or anything like that. I've got a Meritron 811 sitting here waiting to be installed. And I'm just waiting on a antenna tuner that can handle the wattage, and that's coming today. So I'll be totally redoing my shack to get it to everything to fit. So hip hip hooray, great stuff. So with that, I'm going to grab a quick nickel. KA8MNT back. You know how to frighten the new generation Well, you put them in a room with a rotary phone, an analog watch, and a TV with no remote. Then you leave directions on how to use them in cursive. That'll do it every time. With that, I'm going to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. This is Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango. Turning everything back over to the Freaky Friday AB8MO.
All right, we just had a big kerchunk on 015 here. Very good there, Tom. Well, that's interesting. I could fudge my way through all of those things. I started out with the rotary phone as a kid. And let's see, I did have one car that I owned that was a stick shift, and I always called that the millennial anti-theft device. Because I don't know that too many people know how to drive a manual transmission car anymore, but my parents made me learn, and it was a good thing because I got a good price on that stick shift car, and it lasted. I went through 2 radiators for whatever reason. Well, it was 2 alternators. But outside of the alternator problem, it was a good, reliable car. All right, let's go to the bottom of round number 1 here. We had a huge early bird list here. KC1VQS, Paul in Maine. How you doing this morning? This is AB8MO.
Well, good morning, Andy, and everyone on the net. I have to say I enjoy Tom's humor, and I really can relate to the cursive writing in the analog clocks. I even had an 8th grade class this past year. I did a lesson on how to read a clock because all they could do is digital. Isn't that sad? 8th grade, you know, and they can't read my cursive writing either. So there's a lot of truth to that. I have 64 degrees and sunny with a calm wind, and we're supposed to top out at 88 today. And our good stretch of weather continues right through the weekend. We are doing a craft fair tomorrow. I'm a vendor in a craft fair on the coast tomorrow. I started doing glass etching kind of as a hobby several years ago, and now I'm trying to turn it into my retirement project and doing more craft fairs than I have been in the past. And I got involved in this one because of my daughter being in the area. It's a celebration. It's one of these local fairs that is called Old Bristol Days. It's in the town of Bristol on Pemmican Point. If anyone's familiar with the coast of Maine, and they have a parade and fireworks, and there is a craft fair section and food trucks and games for kids. It's a kind of a festive thing, and we stumbled upon it many years ago while we were camping there, and have never been back to it. But my daughter just graduated from college in May and has a job there as a journalist for the local newspaper. So she's living in the area now and is covering that event because she is assigned to the town of Bristol as one of her places to cover. So I thought it would be kind of fun to go down there and do that with her around, and maybe I'll get some free publicity out of it. Who knows? Anyway, it'll be a long day, and hopefully we're going to bring lobsters home for my wife's birthday celebration on Sunday. So with that, Andy, I'm going to turn it back to you. This is KC1VQS.
All right. A New England delicacy, lobster. All right. Yeah, my parents always got to get some seafood, fresh seafood, when they go up to New England. So when we went back up in June, and I think if you remember, or you bumped into me when I was up on Cape Cod, they went to a local seafood establishment, and my mom got herself a nice giant bowl of clam chowder. And I think my dad got himself a lobster. So can't get anything good like that around here. I'm not a seafood fan, so it doesn't make any difference to me. So you're in a good part of the country for that sort of thing. Thanks for being with us, Paul, and for your active participation with all of our nets here down in Ohio. Alrighty, we finally got through the early bird list, guys. I got N8WS, K8 AGW, KF8G on the list. This is AB8MO for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net, coming to you today through 147015. So let's see here. If you are short time or mobile, please let me know, and I will prioritize you. This is AB8MO calling now.
This is Kilo, Julia 5, Delta India Tango. This is Matthew of Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Good morning.
K8 PMI, that's Kilo 8 Papa Mike India, Phil Mobile.
November 8, Zulu X-Ray Bravo, John, NXB, portable, and I'll just be in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth, Christian and Bass, in and out.
Foxtrot 8, Charlie, Foxtrot Charlie, Randy, Jonesville, in and out.
November 8, Juliet Kilo Oscar, Joe in Willoughby.
Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Quebec, Philip in River Styx.
KD8, JZE, Kilo Delta 8, Juliet Zulu Echo, traveling through Grafton. This is Carmelo, in and out.
All right, let's see if I got it. All right, we got KJ5DIT Matthew, K8PMI Mobile, W2JLS, I believe K8UIB. You were really scratchy. KF6POE Christian and KF8CFC, both in and out, N8JKO. K8YUQ Philip, and KD8JZE Carmelo, in and out. Any additions or corrections? Call now.
November 8, Zulu, X-Ray Bravo, John, N8ZXB, portable, I'll be in and out.
In Strongsville, I think I doubled with someone.
All right, well, if you doubled with me, you probably got obliterated because I'm only a couple miles from the repeater. Sounding good on 015 there, Eric. Got you on the list. I'm going to pick up John here real quick before I run up to Phil because, John, you were just about out of string. I think that was you. K8UIB. How you doing there, John?
W8WKY.
AB8MO from K8. Good morning, Andy, everybody out there on the net. And oh yeah, that was me. I was up on 43 up here in Hartville and stuff, getting ready to pull in at work, and I was in the nice little tree line that does not like me. But I went up to the parking lot. Hope I'm making the repeater okay. And just want to say good morning, everybody, on this fabulous Friday. Happy I got in, and thanks for getting me in, Andy. So with that, guys, KAUID living that $5 dream. And this last time, I'm going to hand this back over to Net Control. Up to y'all. Great job with the net, Andy. Thank you.
All right there, John. Yeah, you found a sweet spot. you might stand a better chance for getting into 147015 from Hartville, actually. I've been able to work it down to Uniontown, which is right next door, and I've been told I'm able to get in from Uniontown. So I would imagine you'll probably get in from Hartville. That might work out better for you than 3.9. Or maybe 3.9 is better. You'll have to, maybe you've already tried that. All right, good to hear you. Glad we got you in there. Great to hear Lori earlier this morning. Thanks for being with us. Let's pick up our other mobile, K8PMI. Phil, how you doing this morning? And then we'll go to the top of the list with Bill at 8WS. You're on deck. Take it away there, Phil.
AB8MO, this is K8PMI. Good morning there, Andy. You're doing a great job. 015 is working well this morning. I'm out by the airport on 480, and as usual, the 015's doing awesome. So other than that, heading to a golf outing, NASA golf outing. So we're going to have a good time today, and everybody else enjoy your day. 73, this is K8PMI.
K8PMI from AB8MO. Alrighty, I've noticed that anomaly too. I mean, our repeater covers Cuyahoga County pretty well as most of Subic County. But for whatever reason, there's a pipeline to Cleveland Hopkins Airport, and it's like full scale over there. And you're like 30 miles away at that point, but it's like you're right next door. So, yeah, that's a great, there must be nothing in the way between the repeater and Cleveland Airport. So, yeah, that's a really good location to try to get into 015. So, no surprise there that you are nailing it full colliding. Thanks for being with us, Phil, and you enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for getting in with us. All right, let's go top of the list. See what Bill is up to in New London, I believe. N8WS, stand by Dan in Avon Lake. You'll be after Bill. This is AB8MO.
AB8MO in the group, N8WS, good morning. Andy, good morning all of that. Nothing special going on here. Looks like it's going to have another hot day. Currently, the air quality index is at 79. That's in the moderate range. And yeah, it's Canadian and wildfire smoke. My sunrise 6:31. My sunset 8:39. Length of day 14 hours 7 minutes. I got 65 degrees this morning. Humidity 93%. Wind speed south at 6. Barometer at 3018. 2.63 degrees and going up. Visibility 10 miles. Prediction for today is sunny with a high near 86. South winds 5 to 7 miles an hour. Solar flux indices at 151. Sunspot number 176. That's unusual. The sunspot number is higher than the solar flux indicator. A is 4, K is 1. Geomagnetic field is very quiet. No east skip predicted. Tropo could be between a 1 and a 2, depending on where you live in Ohio. SpaceWeather.com. Geomagnetic storms are possible today. NOAA forecasters predicted G1, G2 class geomagnetic storm on August 8th, when a CME is expected to graze Earth's high latitude auroras are likely, but they could be hard to see in the waxing full moon. An active sun. This has been an active week on the sun. 3 large sunspots have grown on the solar disk, joining a half a dozen others already present. Together, the active region have produced more than a dozen M-class flares and at least one Earth-directed CME arriving today. Picture's worth 1,000 words. And it's a good picture. A lot of activity there. Let's see, currently there's, let me see, 3, 6, 9 sunspot groups on the sun. That's about it for me. Everybody have a great upcoming weekend. Enjoy the weather while it lasts. AB8MO in the group, 7-3 everyone, N8WS.
very good there, Bill. Thank you for the space weather synopsis that complements our exhaustive weather synopsis we had earlier. So very good there. All the information you ever need right here on the Barometer Net. So, yeah, get out there and enjoy the high HF bands, because we get to the bottom of the solar cycle, they're not going to be doing Kaputski. No, they will be Kaputski. Thanks for being with us, Bill. Let me get the net water straightened out there. There we go. Now we're highlighted properly. K8AGW, Dan, how you doing this morning? And stand by, Brian. This is AB8MO.
Everybody from K8AGW here, and your man pause for the cause. I hope everything's all linked up, and yeah, we're running through 7.0 link. Sometimes we can sometimes get through Doylestown direct, but we like to use the link and make it more pleasant for the net control and for my copy. Some days I can, and some days I can't, and but that's the way it goes. But you're driving the bus pretty good. Maneuver traffic very well this morning there, Andy, and everything doing good, and very few collisions out there, so everything looking good. Weather pleasantly cool to sleep, good sleeping weather. We appreciate that, and so it's warming up during the day. It's been dry enough, and getting outside chores pretty well caught up. But meteorologists predicting rain up along here to the north coast, but it rains out in the lake. It doesn't do us any good on land, but it's rain. And you folks are getting it to the east, and people are getting the rain to the south, but we haven't had rain for quite a few days, so everything looks pretty dried up. So they say eventually we'll get rain. So with that, everybody stay well, stay safe, have a fantastic Friday, and thanks for keeping me on deck there. And it's not wet enough to slide off the deck there, Andy. So with that, everybody have a fantastic Friday. 73 from KHEW. And I'll quit rambling and send it back to net control.
K8HEW from AB8MO and the Barometer Net. All right, very good there, Dan. You're sounding good there, and 700 is treating you well. And yeah, I'm just kind of a fan of coming through the most reliable means necessary. We all want to hear what you have to say. So I'm kind of like you. It's really conditions dependent how well I hit 3.9, and I've got 2 Allstar Nodes at my disposal. So once in a great while I'll try it, and then usually just Nick jumps on me about, oh man, we got 3 minutes full of static. I'm like, okay, I guess this experiment's over, so I move back to All-Star. So that's where I generally lie as well. Thanks for being with us, Dan. You have yourself a good one. Let's go to Brian, KF8G. How are things in Norton this morning? And stand by Matt in Arkadelphia. You'll be after Brian. Take it away there, Brian.
W8WKY.
Well, good morning. Don't forget about the fox hunt on Saturday, 10 o'clock at Bueller's. All the information is on the W8WKY site, just in case I told you the wrong time, but I'm pretty sure it's 10 o'clock. It's early yet, I just got up, so I wanted to put that out there. I'll be sitting at the back of the parking lot, directly across from Bueller's. I'll probably have what Nick calls the chick magnet, so you can find me easily. I'll be passing out the start for the fox hunt. Hope everyone has a good time with that. Other than that, not much going on. I'll probably go down to Massillon tonight for a car show. They got good food there at Chloe's. Chloe's Diner in Massillon. Not many cars, but I enjoy the food. We'll see how things go. I should be at the Cars and Coffee in the valley up there, peninsula, but I'm not feeling it today. Other than that, not much else going on. Big car show at, what is it? Oh, no, I can't remember. It's too early in the morning for me. Oh, up off at 271. I'm sure Mark will probably come back and remind me. Other than that, hope to see you at the Fox Hunt. This is going to be a good time. It's Carol Miller Memorial Fox Hunt, one of her more devious hides. And I did find it, so much to the amusement of the person that hit it, at least the final part of it. You'll see when you get there. Back to net, KF8G.
KF8G from ABM. All right, thanks for the reminder about the Fox Hunt Saturday, starting at Bueller's in Wadsworth. I just so happen to know where that is, because I was on one of the Fox Hunts. But I'm not going to be able to make it because I'm going to. That's the same day that the Wolverine Single Sideband annual picnic is up in Michigan. That's a daily HF net. I haven't been on it in a while, but I used to be quite the regular on that net. And they are having it at noon on Saturday, so I'm going to be starting off here at probably about 8:30 in the morning. It's about 3.5 hour drive to get there. And that doesn't include a potty break, so it's a little bit longer for that. All right, thanks for being with us, and let us know how it turns out. I'm sure you will, or just Nick or somebody will. And speaking of just Nick, he posted a link to the website article for the Fox Hunt on the blue screen. And you can go to w8wky.org and find it there as well. KJ5DIT, Matthew, how are things in Arkadelphia? Stand by JLS.
Good morning. Y'all, I'm sorry I slept in. It was my grandson's fault. He usually gets in the morning, argues over whether there's sunlight out or not, and refuses to go back to sleep. He fooled me today. He actually went back to sleep, and so did I. So I apologize for the late check-in. And you mentioned about getting a shift, manual shift. I just got my recent manual shift. It's a 350Z, and it's a lot of fun. But y'all have a good morning. Right now, little hazy, not bad, clear. Of course, the summertime, it'll be warm until probably second week in September. All the little ones are up. They found their tablets, so they're ignoring us, ignoring all the adults. And Nana's working on breakfast for us. So, enjoy your fantastic Friday. I hope to also. 73.
All right, Matthew, KJ5DIT. We're in the KS8s now here in Ohio, so won't be KJ8. Oh, I figured that's going to be another couple years down the road, but it'll get there. All right, very good with the grandson. That's okay. You're not late as far as I'm concerned until the net's closed, so you were just on time. I wouldn't know the difference. So anyway, thanks for being with us. Thank you for representing Arkadelphia, Arkansas this morning. One of these days, I'm going to start saying morning in the evening, so that's par for the course, right, John? W2JLS, you're up. Stand by Joe, JKO.
AB8MO. Yeah, good morning, W2JLS. Good morning on your ears, you and all the listeners. Got some stuff done this morning, and I've made my way during the net down here to the natatorium in Fairlawn. So I'm standing in front of a pool, looking at that. Going to hit the hot tub, sauna, steam room, and then I've got a mess of work. I'm doing work-related work, trying to pull a patent together. I've got a pile of data I'm trying to clean up and figure out what to leave legally in that mess. So our concept's protected, and then I'm meeting with the attorneys this afternoon. That'll be fun. Got my lawn mowed last night. That felt good. Took about 6 or 7 bags, like 33-gallon bags of lawn trimmings and weeds and stuff over to the compactor this morning, so that's out of the way. Anyway, it's good to hear you running Gary's shift on the Barometer Net. When I hopped in the building here, it was about 70 degrees over in Farallon. Looks like a beautiful day. I did hear it was going to get hot and sticky and nasty, though, at some point. So there's that to look forward to. And the National Weather Service was right. We got a lot of solar activity going on. I was looking at that last night. Could be interesting. Anyway, everybody take care. W2JLS is passing it back. Thanks for having me, Andy.
W2JLS from AB8MO and the Barometer Net. All right, very good there, John. Good to hear you as always, too. Yeah, Bill pointed it out, too, with all the space, all the active sunspots, and sometimes that makes the band, sometimes that breaks the band. When they start exploding plasma, watch out. But it could do some pretty wild stuff, even on 6 meters, I've found. So anyway, thanks for being with us, John, taking time out of your day to check in with me. All right, let's go to Willoughby and see what's going on with Joe. N8JKO, you are up. Stand by, Philip YUQ.
Good morning, Net Control, and good morning, everybody on the net. This is N8JKO. We have 68 degrees and a little bit of sun here in beautiful Willoughby, Ohio, along the north coast. It's going to be a great day. For us today, taking care of a few odds and ends. I've got an online meeting in about 2 hours. That's going to last 2 hours, and because of that, because it's a Friday, I'm going to owe my XYL a dozen roses. But she'll take it in an expedition out today. Otherwise, looking forward to seeing my grandson play his practice. He's in football in his age group, so I'll go check him out on practice time tonight. And all in all, it's going to lead to a great weekend. So I will return it to Net Control with best wishes to everyone. Please take care. God bless. And 7-3. N8JKO back to Net Control.
Station ID up here, or repeater ID. This is AB8MO. Very good there, Joe. Well, you have fun with watching the grandkids there, grandson rather, and I'm sure your wife will love the flowers. Problem is they don't last very long, unless they're a potted plant. Then they last a little longer. But I don't think cut roses fall into that category, but they're pretty. All right, thanks for being with us, Joe. Thanks. Let's see here. Let's move. That caffeine is wearing off. K8YUQ, Philip, how you doing this morning? And then stand by, Eric, VZA. You'll be after Philip. Take it away there, Philip.
Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform, Quebec. Not much happening here. It's a beautiful, cool morning down in the River Styx Valley. And before it gets too hot, I'm going to help my neighbor out. He is taking his adult son to have surgery done, and I'm going to cut up some tree branches for him so he doesn't have to worry about doing it. He's 88 years old, and I saw him struggling with it yesterday. Took the pickup truck over yesterday and loaded it up and got rid of half of it for him. So now I'm going to try to get rid of the other half for him. And other than that, hopefully have the grandkids over today at some point and see what develops out of that. So with that, thanks for running the net, and everyone have a wonderful day. Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform, Quebec.
KE8YUQ from AB8MO. All right, very good there, Phil. Thanks for being here, and glad to hear all is well with you. All right, let's go to the bottom of the current list. K8VZA, Eric, somewhere around Strongsville. Maybe he's at home, maybe he's mobile. He didn't say. We'll find out now. How you doing there, Eric? And then I'll be at the bottom of the list.
AB8MO in the net, KE8VZA here in Strongsville. I pulled a fast one this week and moved my work-at-home day to today instead of yesterday because I have a funeral to attend later. A friend's father passed away a week ago. So anyway, weather conditions here, bright and sunny. My single mode weather station says 73 degrees. My forward weather observer, K9 weather observer, went out in the North 40 and returned unscathed and seemed to have a bounce in his step. So I take that as good conditions in the North 40. Anyway, what else? Yeah, take advantage of the high HF bands when you can. I need to do more of that. And I'm rambling here, but the 015, I like using the 015 with my crossband repeat on my Yaesu 300 because the 015 has a shorter tail on it. That's what I call it anyway, until the space until the repeater disengages. Got a short one. The 147-150 over at Lorraine Community College is the same way. Anyway, great pattern. I can confirm I can communicate with the 015 over by Hopkins. I work over near there, and it works great. And that one day, Andy, I was talking to you and Josh from over in Elyria. Anyway, I'm rambled long enough. KE8VZA, back to net control. Everybody have a wonderful weekend, 7-3.
Alrighty, very good there, Eric. Okay, well, great for you supporting your friend during this time of loss. That's important. And, yeah, well, we have quick switchovers on 015. That's great. The Allstar seemed to disengage.
KI5OZZ, the odds. Pegs, Oklahoma.
Alrighty, here's who I got. W8HRF Josh, who's got a stellar signal from Akron. I don't know if you're at home or not. W8KLC on EchoLink, Dyson Echoey. For some reason or other, I have you on the list at slot 19 there, Fred. But I'll just move you down to here since you checked in here. And Nancy, KI5OZZ. Any additions or corrections, please call now.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie X-Ray Hotel, recheck. John from Strasburg, I'll be in and out.
Kilo 4, Oscar Golf, K4OG, Mark and Copley, I'll be in and out. Have a good one, Andy.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Lima Alpha, KF8ELA, Zach and Dalton.
Alrighty, we picked up a pair of in and outs. That would be KF8CXH and K4OG. Thank you guys for being with us. And we picked up KF8ELA, Zach and Dalton. I'll get to you in short order. Alright, top round number 3. I'm going to have to fix this list here. KF8CLO, how you doing there, Mark? Out in Bracknell this morning. We'll see how 015's doing out there in that little enclave. How you doing there, Mark? Stand by, Josh.
Not doing too bad. It's like 71 degrees out here, sunshine, and I can see the lake from where I'm sitting. I was going to bring my HF set up, the 7300, but I didn't get up early enough to throw it in the truck. There's a POTA thing right here by Martin Luther King Boulevard. Other than that, everybody's sounding pretty good this morning, so this thing reaches right to the edge of the lake, and that's good enough for me. So I'm going to give it back to you, Andy. 73 is all, and everybody have a good Friday.
Alrighty, very good there, Mark. You're sounding stellar from Bracknell, which I kind of expected. Actually, this repeater covers a small portion of the south shore of Lake Erie on the Canadian side. It doesn't get very far into Canada, but if you're right up against the lake shore, just south of... It's not London. It's the one, I don't know, the main city up there. I can't think of what it's called. It's going to drive me nuts here. I'm going to look here real quick. Nope, I don't know. But anyway, you've been known, if you're right up against the south shore of Lake Erie, you can hit this repeater from Canada. So, you go inland about 2 or 3 miles, it drops right out. So, just let you know what a little water it will do to a signal. Thanks for being with us, Mark. Let's pick up Josh, W8HRF, and sounds like he's at home playing hooky from work, perhaps. Stand by, Fred. Go ahead there, Josh.
AB8MO, W8HRF. Good morning, Andy and everybody on the Barometer Net. Not hooky, just working from home today. So we were out late last night, and there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on at work today. So just working from home. But yeah, we got back late yesterday, ran out, test drove vehicle. Weren't able to make a deal, but that's okay. Got a couple of backups. I'm going to look at those this weekend. And what else is going on? Betty and Will were champs on the way down, on the way back. Yeah, we went all the way down to Mount Vernon. Oh, and what was I going to say? You were, I think the city you were thinking of was Chatham, and Andy, over in Canada. I think that's the one you're thinking of. But anyways, yeah, that's the story here. I'm going to get all ready for work here and brew a nice pot of Black Rifle decaf and enjoy that and get the workday started. And can't believe it's Friday already. That came fast. So it's been a good week at work. We got some I helped get some stuff done, which was nice. So my manager was happy. So I guess that's everything. Thanks for running the net. I wanted to check in on your net. Knew you were doing it today, so glad I was able to make it 2 times in a month. That's kind of cool. So I think you did it once back in July. So all right, I'll say 7 threes. I'll catch you later. AB8MO, W8HRF.
W8HRF from AB8MO. Okay, well you're nailing it from home, but you're usually good into the 015 from home. Not sure how much power you're running, but it's plenty. Yeah, you're right. It's from a point from Chatham, Ontario, as far as St. Thomas. And it's that little part of the North Shore of Lake Erie where I've been able to work people. Port Stanley looks like it's there. And if you're right there on the South Shore, I have worked people on this repeater from there. When the band opens, of course, no problem. But even when the band's not open, you can get in from there. But it just barely covers up there. That's really far away. Thanks for being with us, Josh. Let's go to Fred, who's living up to the name EchoLink this morning. Sounds like WA8KOC. You are up. Stand by, Nancy.
AB8MO, WA8KOC. Good morning, Andy. You know, I couldn't have chosen two more spectacular hams to be encircled by this morning other than Josh, WHRF, and Nancy, KI5OZZ. Good morning to the both of them and everybody else in here with you. Sounds like you're rolling along, having a great old time. Congrats. Good to hear you running the net here this morning. Hopefully whatever Gary's got going on, he's okay. And on this end, I'm out here watching my youngest son's house and dog, and they are down in Florida, him and his wife retrieving their two sons. So I'm holding down the fort here in Sandusky. I wonder if 015 can reach out this far. We've got some friends up in Burlington, Canada. I wonder if 015 could reach that far. I don't know. I have to try it sometime when I'm up there. But anyway, I'm going to get together with a couple of my good fishing buddies, ex-colleagues, and good friends this morning, about 10:30 or so. And then this evening, my daughter is going to come over and pick me up and take me to the Erie County Fair, where my granddaughter is showing her rabbits. So it should be a full day. Mixed in with that somewhere, I'll play with the puppy here. Take care of yourself, and take care. We'll, I don't know what the heck happened to him. Take care, and I will talk to you soon. I hope you have a great Friday, fabulous Friday, and also a fantastic weekend. Thanks for taking my check-in. AB8MO and the Barometer Net. Good morning, WA8KOC 73.
Okay, Fred. Well, looking for you there, EchoLink. So, all right. Well, it's worth a try. You know, we had quite a few Canadians coming in on the repeater here, especially during band openings. So, I remember VE3KHZ I would talk to. I'm trying to think of I think his name is Richard, and he would talk to me, and he would come right to the shores of the lake just to hit the repeater, and I'd talk with him on the repeater. That was fun times. Thanks for being with us, Fred, and let's see what Nancy's up to. The Oz, who keeps getting abducted by aliens. It's preventing her from running the net, I hear. But maybe the real reason is a little bit more practical than that. Glad to hear you, Nancy. How you doing this morning? And then stand by ELA Zach. You'll be after Nancy. Take it away to Nancy.
AB8MO and the rest of the Barometer netizens. Good morning from KI5OZZ. Well, no, not been abducted by aliens, although my sister would probably call that a compliment. I've been having to run her and one of the kids to doctor's appointments and this and that and so on. So we call her our friendly house dragon, and that kiddo that I've been running around to appointments has had a migraine ongoing for 9 weeks now. So we're still scratching our heads and trying to get him taken care of and find out what's going on with that. So we went to, we've had him go into chiropractic and all kinds of stuff. So hopefully we'll get to the root of it. And then there's me. My procedure is at the end of the month. I have adhesive capsulitis in my left shoulder. It's a locked shoulder. Basically, if you have a joint that is kind of feels weird and needs to pop, that's what needs to go on with my shoulder, only I can't do it. So the orthopedist said everything else looks great. I only have a slight fraying on one of my tendons, but the rotator cuff looks great. All my cartilage looks great, and that just is a big capsule in between the collarbone and the ball of the shoulder that needs to pop. So there you go. Anywho, I'll pass it on back to you. Have a great rest of your net and fantastic weekend. And you're doing fantastic as always there, Andy. Good to hear you. KI5OZZ, back to net.
KI5OZZ from ABNMO and the Barometer Net. All right, very good there, Nancy. Well, thank you for the compliments there. And I'm glad to hear that your shoulder injury isn't all that severe. At least it sounds like it's something that maybe a little physical therapy can rehab. I had a shoulder tear, probably about 10 years ago that required some surgery. It was kind of funny. I went in for my exam and I was like, I'm having trouble, my shoulder hurting, and he did some strength tests, and one of them was pushing up on the doctor's arm, and he was holding my hand down with one finger. It was kind of embarrassing. He's like, yeah, I don't think you got something going on here. So got that taken care of. I've got the strength back. They did a good job fixing me up. So glad to hear it doesn't sound like it's going to come to that. So get well soon. We missed having you. The Rays does an okay job, but it's nice to have you doing the Barometer, not the Barometer Net, the Boredom Breaker Net. Too many B nets here. Holy smokes. All righty. Let's get down to Zach and Dalton. KF8ELA. And then I'll be at the bottom of the list. By the way, you are number 42, which means that's the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. KF8ELA to take it from ABNMO.
AB8MO and the net. This is KF8ELA. I just want to check in and say hello. Got a light day at work today, working from home for the first half, so we're going to play a little bit of radio this morning. And got one stop this afternoon. It'll be a quick one, so we should be home nice and early and get a nice early start to the weekend. But just wanted to say hello, and I'll send it back to you, AB8MO from KF8ELA.
All right, Zach. Coming in for the KF8ELA hub. Sounds fancy. It's working for you. Audio sounds good, so I'd say you have all your parameters dialed in correctly from what I can tell. Thanks for being with us, Zach. It was awesome catching you on 015 last week. I think you were the one who was checking in with your hand held and a beam pointed at the repeater, and you were nailing it just about full quieting. That was thrilling. It really was. So don't give up on the experimentation. That's part of the hobby, building things and seeing if stuff works. And that beam worked. It was clearer that it was working. Dalton to Newberry, Ohio on 5 watts or less, and you were doing a good job. So you take care there, Zach. That brings me to the bottom of the list. I'm going to make this the final call. We're just past the bottom of the hour. If you're mobile or short time, let me know. This is ABNMO taking check-in.
KE8VZA, recheck.
Alrighty, I think we just had a problem with 39 because I've been watching the dashboard and it's been saying transmit, and I haven't heard a thing. I only heard KE8VZA with a recheck. Was there wait a moment, don't key up quickly, make sure everything resets, and try again. This is ABNMO.
Hey, recheck Andy, I'm going to do an RF check-in. So I'm coming to Newberry, KC8FQV.
WB0IQK Bicycle Mobile.
All righty, that might have been the one I was missing. Got you in there, Mark. I'm going to get you first since you're mobile. Got you in there, SQV, Mark. You sound stellar into 015. Put a nice big X on that spot because you were full quieting. WB0IQK, how you doing this morning? Bicycle mobile. Probably pretty good conditions, I would guess. Go ahead there, Mark.
WB0IQK, pedaling the bicycle. And very nice out here today, as it has been all week. I got out a little bit late today. I slept in. Well, I couldn't get nod off last night. Couldn't go to sleep. So I got up and watched TV for a couple hours, and then I went to bed and went right to sleep. But of course, that put me 2 hours behind my normal schedule. So anyway, we're making up for it now. Hope everybody has a great weekend. And I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing, but I'm sure the wife will tell me. And I'm going up a slight hill, so I'm starting to huff and puff here a little bit. Anyway, I'm just getting started on the bike ride, so we'll be out here for a little bit longer. 73, everybody. Back to you, Andy, WB0IQK.
All right there, Bart. Boy, you tire me out just listening to you pedal it on the bicycle, and I really need to start doing that again. I used to bike ride a lot, and I just stopped. So you set a good example for me to get out there and get a little exercise. Thanks you for being with us. Let's go pick up our rechecks. KE8ZZA, Eric, go ahead.
AB8MO from KE8ZZA. I just wanted to say, I forgot to say it earlier, thank you for running the net, Andy. Great net today. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, Eric, thank you for the flowers. And yeah, you're welcome. I find if I get caffeinated enough, I can usually plow through that pretty easily. Let's go to Mark, who's coming in through 015, sounding good there. Mark, KC8FQV to take it. Go ahead.
All right. I just wanted to give you a check-in through the 015 since you're doing it up there. And we got to thank the W8OKE group to allowing it to occur on a time-to-time basis. So I'll send it back to net control, Andy, KC8FQV.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Thank you, Mark. All righty. Well, yeah, I could tell you moved back to the network source, but it still worked out pretty good. Yeah, you sounded great through the repeater there, Mark. Thank you for that. And, yeah, let's see, the Norman Group sponsors this repeater, 147015. The Norse Club sponsors 700, and they're very dedicated with linking up the west side on 700. And, of course, I think the Worcester Club is the one that sponsors 147-210. So all three of those systems are pretty regular with hooking up with this net. So a big thank you to all of the linked systems as well as the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association for hosting this net. All right, with that was the last call for check-ins. I'm going to call our closer in here. I can only award you slot 44 here, Carrie. But hopefully you're happy with that. W8CTM to take it from AB8MO.
Good morning, Andy, and good morning to all the check-ins and listeners out there on this fabulous Friday morning. It's going to be another beautiful day out there. Boy, this whole week has been pretty wonderful. It's been a beautiful week out there. So, anyway, it's going to start getting hot here the next few days, so we'll take that. It's August, and you can expect that. Anyway, I really don't have anything this morning. I do want to ask everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do, and put a smile on somebody's face along with your own. So anyway, that's all I have this morning, so I'll just say 73. And, I got to admit, 44 is great net, and you've done a fabulous job this morning. There's no doubt about that. And we got our number. We got our number 42 today, so that's a great net. Anytime we hit in the 40s, and occasionally we'll hit in the 50s, but not that often. But mid-40s, that's a great net, no doubt about it. You've done a fine job. Well, you're pretty darn good at it. You've done a fabulous job. Anyway, that's all I have, so I'll say 73. SW8CTM, carried 46. Everybody have a fabulous Friday, and I'll turn it back to AB8MO, and you can wrap it up here, Andy. And again, a great job, and everybody have a fabulous Friday, and hope everybody's weekend goes as well. So with that, back to you, Andy, W8CTM.
All right, very good there, Kerry. Thank you for that nice close, and thank you for the kind words at running the net. I try. There's definitely a balance between trying to keep things moving and commenting on a little commenting on what everybody says, because I don't like talking to the wall either. Some net controls are that way. It's like I'm talking to the wall, and I don't want people to get that impression. So I like to try to acknowledge something that they've said and try to pay attention, which is kind of a challenge when I got NetLogger, because I sort of kind of got to pay attention to what's going on there too. So if I miss something, it's not intentional. I just don't have a big enough attention span. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here. Close the net at 9:40. We'll make it, let's see, how close are we to 9:44? I'll say 8:44. Yep, 8:44. Just flipped over. I'd like to thank everybody. Again, 44 check-ins. Tune in tomorrow when I don't know if K8PMI or, let's see, N8WB or maybe somebody else. Somebody's going to be there to run the Saturday Barometer Net, but it's not going to be me. I'm going to be getting ready to head up to Michigan, so I might be able to check in the morning too, because I'll be traveling, or maybe I'll just sleep in. We'll see. 7-3 all, the net is closed, and I am turning all systems back to regular aperture use. This is AB8MO in Newberry, Ohio, signing the net clear. 7-3 all.
W8WKY.